What's up, YouTube? This is the third intro. First two intros is trash. We got P Diddy photo surface in blank trafficking case as son is hit with a lawsuit. This is an hour and 12 minute long video. We're gonna try to at least get 36 to 40 minutes. Honestly, I just want y'all to let me know if y'all want a part two, because if nobody let me know, I won't do a part two. But if y'all do want a part two, or if y'all want me to look into more, y'all want me to react to more of this little K shit that's going on with Diddy and all, let me know. I'll touch on it. I'll definitely give my opinion. Whatever we'll do, I'll do that. Just let me know for surely. Without further ado, man, we got another video. Get y'all smoke, y'all drink, y'all food, y'all whatever. Let's get right.
Music producer for Sean Diddy Combs, worked on his latest album with him, suing him for sex trafficking and sexual assault and harassment. Well, they filed new court documents, and included in those documents was an unsworn declaration from Jones himself, detailing more things he saw, heard, experienced during his time working and basically living with Combs. And in this 18-page declaration...
Wait, okay. So dude wrote the wrote a I can't even think of the damn word right now. Dude wrote something down, basically letting them know, like, this is what happened. A lot of people said bro was snitching or whatever. And to each his own. I wouldn't I wouldn't know how to respond, because I wouldn't have got myself in a situation like that, or will be in a situation like that at all. But what I do know is P Diddy said, like, if he go down, he bringing some people down with him, apparently everybody know who them people is. He don't care about you know what I'm saying, not, you feel me, telling on these people, because at this point I'm pretty sure he's accepting the fact he about to go down. He about to sit for a minute. He about to be under the R. Kelly and Bill Cosby Act. You feel me? Surviving P Diddy.
It starts with a promise that he's telling the truth. Quote, I have personal knowledge of the facts set forth herein, which I know to be true and correct, and if called upon to testify as a witness, I could and would completely testify thereto. Now, he's declaring all of this under threat of perjury, so if he's lying, that's a big deal. Now, if you ask me, I think one of the reasons Jones is doing this is to bolster his credibility, because it's come under attack in the public. As we mentioned, some of the people that he mentioned in his lawsuit have fired back against those allegations. Opposing counsel questioned his narratives and motives. So this is an opportunity for him to tell the court, look, I have the receipts. Also, I can back up what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, he did say that. He definitely said, I do got the receipts or whatever. Also, too, though. Damn, what the fuck was I about to say?
Saying, I will testify about this. So there are a lot of details that he provides, including background and how he got linked up with and started working for Diddy. And we already covered a lot of that in his complaint on previous sidebars. But according to Jones, he has hundreds of hours of video of Combs in his inner circle. He says that Combs required him to film constantly because he did not like to repeat himself. He said, quote, I quickly learned that from observing him lose his temper with his staff and family if they failed to remember something he said a day or two prior. Jones lists out crimes that he says he saw happen in real time. Quote, I witnessed the acquisition, use, and distribution of ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, and mushrooms. I witnessed Mr. Combs display and distribute unregistered illegal firearms. I witnessed Mr. Combs provide laced alcoholic beverages to minors.
Alright, so boom. They say I witnessed the I witnessed the acquisition, use, and distribution of ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, mushrooms. I witnessed Mr. Combs display and distribute unregistered illegal firearms. I witnessed Mr. Combs provide lace alcoholic beverages to minor sex workers at his home in California, New York, and the Virgin Islands, Florida. Basically, I ain't gonna lie. This the number 15, that number 15 right there. I witnessed accusation used, distribution of ecstasy, cocaine, and all that, bro. That's some like snitching shit that I ain't even had to get brought up. Everything else, I guess you feel me. Everything else, um, everything else is like, all right. Everybody on this nigga, like, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Real shit. Okay, man, nigga, the jail roster slapping right now. Man, these niggas got Kelly, Casanova, goddamn, Shiesty, Thug. Man, what? Man, what? Imagine all these niggas. What if they was all in the same jail? Boy, I know that'd be bangers in that bitch. Shit crazy.
Sex workers at his homes in California, New York, the Virgin Islands, and Florida. I witnessed Mr. Combs' chief of staff, Christina Coram, instruct the staff to retrieve drugs so she could provide them to Mr. Combs for his consumption. And then Jones also talks about that alleged assault that he witnessed on Combs' chartered yacht. You remember when we covered this, that Jones's attorneys had filed a separate civil action against Combs' son, Christian King Combs, on behalf of a woman named Grace O'Markey. She was a steward on the yacht. Remember, and Combs had chartered that yacht for the Christmas holiday in 2022. So according to the declaration, Jones, quote, witnessed Christian Combs drug and sexually assault a stewardess while we were on the yacht Mr. Combs rented in St. Bartholomew, St. Martin, and the Virgin Islands.
Wait,
the
son
assault
did
began
this?
in the makeshift studio
No.
on the yacht while I was recording.
The son did that? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Like father, like son. Under the
Christian
Bill
Combs
Cosby
followed to his
Act. It's
rapping.
crazy.
Again, we talked more in depth about that lawsuit in another sidebar episode.
That nigga just,
Claims that
on my
Christian
granny,
gave
that
her
nigga
a
was just
spiked,
like Diddy,
spiked
ugly
drink,
ass, though.
touched her all
Not
over
even
her
holler.
body without her permission, and
He
tried
do
to
look- he
force
look
her to
just like
perform
Diddy,
oral
though.
sex on
Not
her,
even holler.
and she had to actually fight him
So
off.
you know.
Now, the next part of this declaration from Mr. Jones
Bro
is
got
absolutely
everything of his
fascinating. It
dad's
reads, quote,
traits.
I
He
have
got the nigga
videos of
face.
Mr. Combs and me working out on the treadmill with TD Jakes playing on the monitor.
He got the nigga face. So, of course, he got everything else. Definitely the brain. Definitely the mindset. You know what I'm saying?
We watch TD Jakes' sermons every morning during our workouts.
Oh,
At first, I thought it was in my...
I'm glad you said TD Jakes. TD Jakes. TD Jakes. That's another one. We gonna get on that. That's another video. We gonna make that another video or whatever. But definitely tune into that video. Definitely tune into that video. What I am gonna say is, what made that nigga say that on live? That nigga's funny as hell. That's all I'm gonna say about TD
admirable
Jakes,
that Mr. Combs
But
listened to sermons while working
that
out
nigga funny
until I
as fuck,
realized
though.
he was
I'm
not studying the
gonna-
message, he was studying the messenger's
Funny as
mannerisms.
fuck, though.
During our gym sessions, he detailed how he planned to leverage his relationship with Bishop TD Jakes to soften the impact on his public image of Cassie Ventura's pending lawsuit. Remember, Ventura had filed a lawsuit against Combs back in 2023 for sexual assault and sex trafficking, but she ended up settling with Combs the day after it was filed.
Get hydrated, healthier skin with Pureology Future Proof RX with clinically proven ingredients.
So Joe,
All right, but she settled. She settled. Am I tripping? I mean, okay, yeah, whatever. If you feel me, if some fuck shit did happen or whatever, granted, that's not good at all. But you settled, or like what they mean settled though, cause like
image of Cassie Ventura's pending lawsuit. Remember, Ventura had filed a lawsuit against Combs back in 2023 for sexual assault and sex trafficking, but she ended up settling with Combs the day after it was filed.
Bro, that's what I'm saying though. Like, you can't bring that shit up right now. She settled. She settled it. I don't know if they saying if they saying she settled it, like they broke her off or whatever. But or if they saying they settled, but they settled it. I don't know. But you can't, you feel me? It's impossible. Because now you can't go back or because 9 times out of 10, like you feel me, let's be real on some real nigga act shit, you feel me? He probably broke her off though, like, you feel me? I mean, I'm not saying him on a real nigga shit, but you feel me? He broke her off, probably broke her off like, huh, bitch, shut, you feel me? Like, huh, shut up real quick, you feel me? Take this little money out real quick, throw it in your pocket real quick, take off. But no, nigga, you feel me? She done took the money up, put it in the pocket, took off, and then was like, oh yeah, I'm not feeling it, whatever we'll do. Can't take the money up.
So Jones also goes into detail about
wait,
what
I
he
don't
said
even
happened
think,
at this so-called
I'm skipping too
writers'
far
camp
ahead.
at Chalice Recording Studios. You may recall
I'm talking
that in
too
his
far
lawsuit,
ahead.
he claims he witnessed
I
a
don't even
shooting
think they
there
didn't even
and
say
that Combs
anything like
allegedly
that.
tried to cover up his involvement. He writes, quote, Mr. Combs converted the parking lot of Chalice Recording Studios into a makeshift nightclub. He had everything imaginable there, including a full-service bar, a massage spa, and hookah. Mr. Combs required everyone working on the Love album to take laced shots of De Leon tequila. There was no way to tell him no. Mr. Combs felt anyone who refused to drink with him was suspicious and untrustworthy. At the time, I did not realize that he used the laced shots of alcohol to obtain and maintain control over the person consuming the alcohol. And of course, the lawsuits against Combs have accused him of sex trafficking, and that is allegedly what the Homeland Security investigation into him is tied to, a trafficking operation. Remember, his properties in L.A. and Miami were raided by Homeland Security agents 2 weeks ago. Jones continues in the declaration with, quote, throughout the duration of my time living with Mr. Combs, I personally witnessed Mr. Combs order his staff to bring him drugs and sex workers. This was a common occurrence, and he was never told no. During this time, I was forced to solicit sex workers and perform sex acts to the pleasure of Mr. Combs. Unbeknownst to me, Mr. Combs had hidden cameras and audio devices in all the rooms of his homes.
I ain't scared of shit. I'm gonna keep it a buck, nigga. Nigga, if he ain't got no motherfucking gun to your motherfucking head telling you, oh yeah, you about to be my sex worker in that 24 hours of the motherfucking day, he ain't got no pole to your shit saying that you gonna be a sex worker, I don't get it. You should have just took the fuck off. Tell me I'm lying though. Alright, I don't care. Niggas can get mad. Whatever. Whoop-de whoop. Not. Come on now. Come on now. Why is you that scary? Either that or you just not that scary. Because bro's breaking you off though. Come on now, be real. At least be real. At least be real about it though. Like don't be real with me. Be real with yourself. Be real with yourself for sure. Nigga, he ain't got no polio shit 24 hours of the motherfucking day. Unless okay, alright, time out, I might be talking crazy. We do gotta put in age in there or whatever, but if you got some grown ass, you feel me, anywhere from 18 to fucking 30, you got some grown ass and man, no motherfucking polio head. Is you stupid? The fuck? He ain't got no polio head. You crazy? Should have been took what? What? You clearly something made you want to stay. Just like, man, what? Okay, another topic. Just like females. And they be like, oh, I'm feeling with the dudes that beat me. Da, 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 da. You had to like something about this shit. Let's be real. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You had to something about that. Him beating your ass turned you on somehow. It's either not him beating your ass or the way that he make up after beating your ass. Something did it. Don't tell me I'm lying. Don't tell me I'm lying. Come on now, something did it, bro. I ain't saying like this the case right here because it could probably be some deeper shit. But I'm saying but come on now, y'all females be oh yeah, this nigga put his hands on me, I can't do it. Da 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 da. But be with that nigga the next day. If the nigga go to jail for whooping your ass, you gonna be the one to get him out. Tell me I'm lying. You're gonna be the one to get him out. And if you don't get him out, you're gonna be the one that dropped the charges. Fuck. That's why I don't be taking, bro. This newer generation of female, I don't take them serious, bro. See me, shit. My minimum age, I'm not gonna hold you, nigga. I'm 19, nigga. Right now, nigga. My minimum, I'm finna be 20. My birthday coming up too. About to lock in for that. But nigga, my minimum age is like 26, 27. Because I either that or I need a,
They discovered
I need one that already went through all of that. You feel me? That already been through all the Now that came through them senses and shit. You feel me? I need somebody that been hurt. I'm a healer.
this several months into living with him when I had to pick up my Uber Eats delivery from the security office.
I am getting married too. And I'm getting married on my birthday, so I do want y'all to go tap in with that. Nigga, it's gonna be some little marriage shit, but I'm getting married on my birthday. I wanted to do that for myself. I felt like that was crispy as fuck. You feel me?
Usually, the security would bring my food deliveries to me whenever I was in Mr. Combs' home, but at this point, I was close and familiar with the security, so they called me to their room and told me I could go in and retrieve my food myself. I saw 4 to 6 large flat-screen television monitors at the time. Each monitor had at least 20 to 30 little screens in them. Each screen was a view of a room in and surrounding Mr. Combs' home. Remember, Jones claims that he was sex trafficked, and if there is videos of this, and that's presented at a trial, that is significant evidence, to say the least. Now, Jones even listed out the document dates when he says he was forced to solicit sex workers for Combs. He also names a celebrity that we haven't really referenced yet, Chris Brown. Yeah, quote, on July 2nd, 2023, Mr. Combs had a listening party in his California home. There were a lot of people present at this party, including Chris Brown, Justin Combs, sex workers, and some underage girls. Justin Combs would typically bring the younger women to these parties. I have 2 videos of 2 different sex workers that Justin Combs brought with him to Chalice Recording Studios. I can provide the videos to the court. This event began at 7 p.m. Mr. Combs requested female sex workers and required me to solicit them. An hour later, several sex workers appeared. In addition to sex workers, there were at least 5 women in the crowd who appeared to be under the age of 16. Mr. Combs forced all the attendees to drink laced De Leon liquor. I believe Mr. Combs laced the liquor with ecstasy. I have personally witnessed his staff members, Brendan Paul and Lloyd Vaughn, lace alcohol with ecstasy. And we remember Brendan Paul was actually arrested on drug charges during the raid on Diddy's properties. But Jones continues, quote, the presence of what I perceived to be underage women made me very uncomfortable. I attempted to leave, and Mr. Combs forced me to stay. I had my car keys in my book bag. I have never lost my keys.
How the fuck the liquor sound expensive with a hood name? De Leon. The bottles say D. It probably sound like De Leon. But nigga, to us, that shit sound like De Leon. Come on now. The homie De Leon. Come on now, that shit sound weird.
He's and Mr. Combs went so far as to take my car keys to prevent me from leaving. After being forced to drink laced DeLeon shots, I began feeling
DeLeon.
lightheaded and I passed out. I remember waking up at 4 a.m. the following morning naked with a sex worker sleeping next to me. In his complaint, Jones had previously mentioned a similar event and describes it in this declaration as well, writing, quote, "On February 2nd, 2023, I believe Mr. Combs drugged me. I remember waking up naked, dizzy, and confused. I was in bed with 2 sex workers and Mr. Combs. I also recall aimlessly wandering around the house with no clothes on. I have photos of the sex workers sleeping on the bed the morning after. I can provide it to the court if necessary." And from there, Jones explains in this declaration some of the things he says that Combs offered him, which is important in a sex trafficking case, that you were transported over state lines, forced to perform sex acts, and were promised something of value. That's the commercial element of commercial sex acts. Quote, "Mr. Combs promised me many things to entice me to continue engaging in his sex trafficking operation. On multiple occasions, we discussed winning Grammys for the Love album.
Bro.
He promised I would win the Grammy for Producer of the Year for the..."
Bro. And like I said, being completely biased. How much time we got? Oh, damn, we damn near at 30 minutes. Being completely honest, bro. What it sound like, bro, is y'all niggas is doing this shit, bro. And he just said he gonna give y'all something, probably just don't give it to you. But at the end of the day, you're still doing it. And if he did it to you one time, and the fact that you go back and do it again, who's the fucking... I ain't gonna lie. They gonna... Like, bro, they can't... Like, bro, if they really trying to hit bro some shit, like, bro, he can't say shit like this. Like, a quarter hitting with the... But you said you wanted to... But the basic thing is, bro... The basic thing is... You agreed to it. Under... Like you said, under terms and conditions. But you agreed to it is the big fact, bro. The current, like, if you want to be technical, the terms and conditions don't matter after he did it the one time and you came back and did it with him again, bro. Simple. You feel me?
The Love album. He offered me $250,000 to purchase all the instruments I wanted. He promised me ownership of his $20 million property, One Star Island in Miami, Florida. He promised to give me access to record label executives. And from there, Jones gives more details about an alleged assault that happened in Miami. He says that while using the restroom, Young Miami's cousin burst
Run Windows on Mac and open a world with no limits.
into the bathroom and began groping him. Quote, "I honestly believe that Mr. Combs sent her in there to sexually assault me, as I could hear him and the other guest laughing outside the door. As she entered the bathroom, she dropped to her knees and began performing oral sex on my exposed penis. I pushed her away and exited the bathroom. Young Miami's cousin did not accept my rejection and followed me out of the bathroom. She started undressing in front of everyone and attempted to straddle me and have sex with me in the presence of Mr. Combs and his staff. They were all laughing." Jones also talked about Combs' sometimes violent personality. Quote, "Mr. Combs often switched his approach to force me to obey and comply with his demands. On multiple occasions, he would threaten me with physical harm. Mr. Combs threatened to eat my face and informed me that he was willing to kill his mother to get what he wanted so he wouldn't think twice about harming me." That is something that we heard in the prior complaint as well.
Saying,
Quote,
though,
"Mr. Combs would also make..."
Saying that the only thing I'm hearing is use a bitch. Bro, that's only thing I'm hearing right now is use a bitch. You letting this grown man bitch you because he got more money than you. So you want something like, bro, use a bitch. That's the only thing I'm hearing, bro. I'm sorry. I'm just keeping it a $1.90. I'm about to shut up, though. We need to let this video go. But, bro, only thing I hearing is use a bitch. That's the only thing I hear.
Make me work out of this bedroom whenever he had gang members and drug dealers visit him. I have witnessed Mr. Combs hand out guns from the hidden room in his bedroom closet. I have witnessed known gang members at his home in LA and Miami be paid from the stacks of cash he has in the hidden room in his bedroom closet. Jones says that Combs was very aware of the power he had and made sure that everyone around him knew it too.
But this
Quote,
nigga
throughout
weird.
my time living with Mr. Combs, he made it very
Like,
clear
bro,
that he did not.
Like, bro, and bro, I'm saying, bro, watch who in your friend group, though. Bro, I only hang with me, my girl, my kids. That's my friend group. That's my only group. Cause you really got niggas like this. It like, bro, this, bro. Let's be real, bro. I'm gonna probably keep it but I'm not 100%. I'm definitely not gonna sit up here and say, oh yeah, I'm 100%. But no, not by a long shot. But what I am gonna say is though, wait, I don't know why I got both of these. I'm probably screaming this shit. What I am gonna say is though, he was at some point in time, bro is in bro face. Ha ha ha, he, really cordial shit though. At some point in time, bro was really on some cordial shit. That shit is, you feel me? Just, you feel me? Faking like, bro, not even, I ain't even say bro was trying to say he was about that life. But come on now, niggas know about the homies, nigga. If you around, nigga, if a nigga bring you around to some shit, that mean you at some point showed them that you can come around some shit, bro. Why was you doing that? Then drugs and gang members, bro. Get the fuck out of here, dog. I'm not hearing it, bro. This nigga terrible. That's all I hear. That's all I hear. Oh, I think I turned this bitch down. I don't know how good y'all can hear me though. But let me know. Cause I can't hear it.
Not spend his money on anything. He made it clear that he had partnerships and relationships with very powerful individuals and organizations, and these individuals and organizations funded his lifestyle. And then the declaration from Jones also rebuts claims by Universal Music Group, a defendant in his lawsuit. Jones writes, quote, my counsel informed me that UMG claims that they did not pay for sex workers or sponsored any of the club love parties or the writers' camp. These claims are contradicted by the reality I saw with my own eyes. There were employees of UMG and Motown present at the writers' camp, at listening parties, and after parties. I was told by Mr. Combs they were there, and I saw them there. Mr. Combs told me they were scouting for talent. As it pertains to the sex workers, they also paid for them. I have several videos of the Chalice recording studio sessions, as well as in-home recording sessions, and there are sex workers and producers in the studio. The sex workers in these videos were the only individuals paid. So again, this is his account, right? If he backs it up by receipts, photos, screenshots, it's important. It's important. And these are very, very serious claims. And now he's doubling down on this court filing, saying that in this unsworn declaration that he can prove it. Now, I will tell you that Jones, he also provides multiple photos in the lawsuit of men and women inside a recording studio. Jones claims that the women in these photos are sex workers. And the declaration goes on to talk about the bragging that Combs allegedly did to Jones, that he lists out several stories Combs allegedly told him. Quote, Mr. Combs bragged about having Daphne Joy, the child mother of a competing rapper, on payroll as one of his sex workers. I have a video of Mr. Combs on a massage table receiving a massage from a professional masseuse while Daphne Joy is giving him a foot massage. Mr. Combs bragged about shooting a woman in the face in 1999 in New York City and getting away with it. He bragged about departed attorney Johnny Cochran's savvy legal skills and ability to pay off the witnesses through private investigators and other third parties. He bragged about having Jennifer Lopez carrying his gun into the club the night of the shooting and the fact that he had so much power and influence over her at the time. He bragged about getting Shine to take the heat for the shooting and the fact that he paid Shine through a record deal with his good friend L.A. Reid. And it doesn't end there, because he also says that, quote, Mr. Combs also informed me that only poor people pay taxes. He shared that it is a common practice in the music industry to wire money from anonymous accounts overseas. This way, if there is ever a need to take care of a problem, it would never be traced back to him. These accounts were in Germany. At the very end of the document, Jones says, quote, I could share other things, but I do not feel comfortable putting them in this document. I will be willing to discuss them with the court under seal to preserve my Fifth Amendment rights. Now,
But
a
this
lot to
nigga,
take in there. This just doubles down my belief that he
my
is.
nigga,
Did you know you can work full-time while protecting your SSDI benefits?
no, they ain't thought
It's
he
true.
was a black activist
Contact
picture.
all
I ain't
sup-
see that one.
A cooperating with
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. He said, right on, brother. No. Them goofy ass. I'm sorry. I ain't on Diddy's side, but I'm just saying, these glasses weird as fuck. That nasty ass box weird as fuck. Like, your shit is too sharp, boy. Your shit look like a whole shape that we used to play with as kids. This weird ass, nasty ass hat, trying to cover up the fucked up line on the side. Man, what? Come on now. The chain, chill. What is that? You feel me, dog? Come on now. And these buttons right here, fake. My mom used to have a belt. Lined up with these motherfuckers. Come on now. You ain't earned these. This shit came with the clothes. You ain't earned these.
witness with the government in this potential criminal investigation. I have to believe it. And if he is one of the witnesses that's cooperating and federal authorities raided these properties, they have to be taking what he's saying is true, and maybe they're corroborating what he is saying through evidence that was seized from Combs' properties. Okay, so lot to take in, but we also want to tell you quickly about a new letter that Jones' attorney filed with the court after accusations that this attorney was being too salacious with his court filings. I'm talking about Tyrone Blackburn. He's one of the lawyers representing Rodney Jones and Grace O'Markey in their lawsuits against Sean Combs, Christian Combs, and others. United States District Court Judge for the Southern District of New York, Denise Cote, submitted a referral to the New York Federal Court Grievance Committee claiming that issues with Blackburn in 5 cases. She wrote, quote, significant resources have been spent by judges of the court and defendants named in actions he has filed to address glaring deficiencies in his filings. A referral to this court's grievance committee is warranted. She goes on to write, a reasonable inference from Blackburn's pattern of behavior is that he improperly files cases in federal court to garner media attention, embarrass defendants with salacious allegations, and pressure defendants to settle quickly. Indeed, his submissions to this court have been rife with disturbing allegations against the defendants and defense counsel. Now, other lawyers have also ignored exonerating evidence, writing, quote, our attempts to share this proof with Mr. Jones' attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, have been ignored, as Mr. Blackburn refuses to return our calls. We will address these outlandish allegations in court and take all appropriate action against those who make them. Then, attorneys for UMG, Universal Music Group, one of the defendants who are also being sued and trafficking claimed by Jones, they argued, UMG, that the claims presented by Jones were, quote, so offensively false. One of those lawyers, Donald Sakarin, said, quote, a license to practice law is a privilege. Mr. Blackburn, plaintiff's lawyer, has misused that license to self-promote, gratuitously, falsely, and recklessly accusing the UMG defendants of criminal behavior. Well, Mr. Blackburn is firing back. He is not taking that lying down. No, he wrote a letter to Judge J. Paul Oetken, a judge for the Southern District of New York, where Jones' lawsuit against Combs is currently filed. And he begins by saying, quote, at the onset, I apologize for wasting the court's time by having to read a letter that has nothing to do with the matters before your honor. He goes on to say that the defendants have, quote, decided to scrummage through Pacer, that, by the way, is the online court record, in search of anything to distract and deflect from the blatantly obvious fact that they cannot defend their actions as it relates to their business partnership with Sean Combs. He continued, quote, I do not improperly file cases in federal court to garner media attention, embarrass defendants with salacious allegations, and pressure defendants to settle quickly. I gain no benefit from filing cases in federal court over state court, and I am not an ambulance-chasing attorney who lives in front of a camera. Before filing any case, I always provide an opportunity for private resolution. If this case cannot be resolved privately, then I file. I do not pursue media attention. With this case alone, I have been inundated with invitations to appear on television shows, podcasts, and radio shows, both nationally and internationally, and I have rejected them all. Then he says this, bold and underlined, quote, although I pick my clients, I do not pick their facts. If a client comes to me with a complaint of sexual assault and she or he has evidence to support their claims, it is my duty to include all materials relied upon in drafting the complaint into the pleading. And then he cites some case law to support that. But remember, one of the things that we called out in the complaint is how there were these screenshots of videos, photos, copies of text, receipts for trips, and so forth.
How do you keep something secret? You hide it in plain sight.
July 8, 1947. The flying disc has been found.
Blackburn goes on to end the letter with, quote, finally, a referral is not a sanction. My pleadings in this district have consistently comported with the standard established pursuant to Rule 8 of the FRCP and the standard established by the Second Circuit Court of Appeals. If defendants are concerned about having a salacious claim filed against them, they should not engage in salacious acts. It was the defendant's choice to enter a general business partnership with Sean Combs, which funded his sex trafficking operation. Now, while neither Combs nor his sons have been arrested or criminally charged with respect to this investigation, many analysts that we have spoken to believe it is only a matter of time before that happens. Okay, we have this lawsuit from Grace O'Markey. And before we even get into the details of it, there is a question now of what is happening with this. Why do I say that? Because the filing was not on the court system's docket. According to the Washington Post, O'Markey's attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, said that it had to be taken down after an unfiled version of the complaint was published by the media. So I don't know what to take away from that, if that means that what we reviewed last week wasn't supposed to be seen. Not sure. But assuming this lawsuit does move forward, there is a lot to break down in it. Okay, first off, I have to say, now that I have the paperwork in my hand and I have the complaint in my hand, one of the things that struck me right from the beginning is how personal this is. Quote, defendant C. Combs, that's Christian Combs, is a 25-year-old auto-tuned and heavily edited rapper. Wow. Unfortunately, as the saying has it, the apple does not fall far from the tree. Defendant Sean Combs, who has also been accused of several acts of sexual assault, rape, sexual violence, and drugging, among other deplorable conduct, is the father of defendant C. Combs, who has seemingly taken after his father and the family business of reckless partying, drugging others, sexual violence, and other illegal conduct. That, I mean, you usually don't see that kind of language in a lawsuit. Very, very personal attacks. Also, allegations at this point. Remember, Combs has not been criminally charged. He's not been found liable. These are allegations. But when they mention Christian, I have to highlight this too. They actually embed into the complaint not a photo of him on the red carpet, not a photo of him on an album cover, not a photo of him taken by the media. They embed a photo of him and his brother being detained in handcuffs by federal agents during that raid. That is very intentional. Of all the photos to use, you are accusing him of sexual assault, and you use that photo. That was no mistake. Now, I am reminded by the fact that Miss O'Markey is being represented by not only Rodney Diggs, but as I mentioned, Tyrone Blackburn. Mr. Blackburn is representing former Diddy producer Rodney Jones, who also filed a separate lawsuit against Diddy, his son Justin, and several others. He claims that he was a victim of sex trafficking and that he was assaulted and subjected to violence. So maybe it is not surprising we are seeing this language as he is representing multiple people accusing the Combs family of illegal conduct. We're going to get back into the merits of these lawsuits in a minute, but going back to the O'Markey complaint, another interesting tidbit is that in addition to Diddy and Christian, there are several unnamed John Does and companies who are named as defendants as well. O'Markey claims that these people and companies aided and abetted in the commission of the conduct described in the lawsuit, and that as the case proceeds, she may add their names later on. Now, Omarki goes into some detail about what this environment on the yacht was like. She talked about how she worked the late night shift from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Quote, during the second week of the charter service, there was a significant amount of partying and drug use, which caused the guests to stay up throughout the night. The makeup of the yacht quickly evolved from just defendant S. Combs and his family to include a constant rotation of suspected sex workers and other.
Bro, they is trying to, bro, that's what I'm saying. They is trying to involve everybody in this case. They trying to put my, what? So, they trying to say, oh, they trying to put a little Yachty. Wait, the makeup of the. Oh no, I'm tripping. I thought they said Lil Yachty. I'm about to be like, hold on, y'all niggas tweaking. So they tried. Wait, okay. They saying that Diddy son Frenchie Cuba Gooding Jr. Damn, who the fuck is that? I think I do remember that name. That name sound familiar. They're trying to say all these niggas is just sharing hugs. But okay, if you think about it, the females are staying. Whatever, you're the only nigga with the problem. The females are staying, bro's staying. Whatever, whoop de whoop whoop. I mean, okay, granted, yes. The underage, that's the problem. For sure. That's when it's proof on the underage shit, boom. Throw them bitches on him. It's over with. But boom, if it ain't no proof of the no, okay, not even because that dude sound fucked up. If he didn't do that shit with the underage girls and these is adult females, and they is really staying because he probably, like I said, giving them bread, whatever, you're the only nigga with the problem. Get your sour ass on, you just mad. Like,
other A-list celebrities such as French Montana and actor Cuba Gooding Jr. Defendant S. Combs turned what was sold as a wholesome family excursion into a hedonistic environment. According to plaintiff, it resulted in an unexpected increase in workload for her and her colleagues, as well as unwanted exposure to unlawful drug use, sex work, and general chaos. She also claims that drinks were spiked by Combs and that women were taken advantage of on the yacht. And she argues that as a bartender, she understands the impact of alcohol, and she, quote, found it very suspicious that after one shot of De Leon tequila or one mixed drink, Jr. Defendant S. Combs turned what was sold as a wholesome family excursion into a hedonistic environment. According to plaintiff, it resulted in an unexpected use sex work Combs and that women were taken advantage of on the yacht.
I'm about to get on Diddy Bumper real quick. Nigga, you know the motherfucker. I ain't know, bro. Teeth was really like that, though. But you know, nigga, when you got some grills and they connect and all that shit, them bitches fake. Them bitches fake. Like, right here. Oh, yeah. But I ain't know, bro. Teeth was like that.
And she argues that as a bartender, she understands the impact of...
I ain't gonna lie, you definitely got too much money for that, dude. What did you do? You should have been, what? I wonder how did that even feel? Cause, like, I know my shit. You feel me? God damn. Them bitches cold-necked Ed.
of alcohol, and she, quote, found it very suspicious that after one shot of De Leon tequila or one mixed drink, various women on the yacht would be falling over themselves, panicking, or passing out. This led plaintiff, Grace O'Markey, to reasonably believe that the alcohol given to these women was likely laced with drugs. And she even describes one specific event in particular. Quote,
Hold on, wait. Okay,
According to plaintiff, in another incident, defendant S. Combs had several women whom plaintiff suspected of being sex workers on the yacht. In one incident, a girl was extremely upset and ran to the lower deck, locked herself in the massage room, and was hysterically crying. She said she did not feel safe and wanted to leave. The crew was alerted of this. At this time, Sarah Chapman, one of S. Combs's children's mother, was due to have a massage, so plaintiff had to attempt to remove this young woman from the massage room, but she was very reluctant as she felt unsafe. Eventually, she left. All of this is important for O'Markey's legal claims, namely that Sean Combs...
I don't know what them niggas talking about. Man, we gonna get on this shit on the part 2, man. Oh, man, what the fuck?